When we train the beauty queens, ang ginagawa namin, yung out of the world questions. Sabi ko, bakit? Alam mo na ba yung question sa pageant night? Hindi Any question, dapat ibabato namin sa'yo. Ready ka? Especially Miss Earth and Miss International. More on sustainability ko dinadala ang Q&A namin. I'm Dr. Jem Brion Zabala. I earned my doctoral degree in 2024. And then I graduated last year lang from Jose Rizal University. So I have 2 master certifications in behavioral science, which is basically called life orientation, and about innovation, which is innovative thinking system.
Is this more refining what they have now? Kasi usually when they're at that level na, marunong na sila.
Pag tinuruan kita ng Q&A, ang mindset mo, queen ka, hindi, leader ka. Bakit? Tatayo ka dyan sa stage eh. And people should listen to you. Why should I listen to you? When you speak in front of the crowd, you attract the audience. You attract the judges.
Have you ever had an experience with a candidate, with a beauty candidate, na doesn't agree with you or matigas ang ulo, doesn't want to learn?
Oh my God, I'm so bad.
Okay. Segue na tayo sa
Sige lang.
yung
go.
coaching, beauty pageants. What do we call them? Educate me on
Yeah,
this.
it's basically Q&A coaching.
Okay.
So, my partner, si Tito JC Chong, no, he's been oh my God, my best friend since 2004. Dati we worked together sa ACG, and then he went to the US, ganyan. And then, when he came back, inintais ko siya nung nasa LA kami. Kasi kung bumalik kami, mas maraming trabaho sa Pilipinas. Sabi niya. So, he went back. Tapos, basta kami, connect, ganyan. And then one time, 2018, tinawagan niya ako. Sabi niya, sis, kasi okay lang mo sabihin yung name ng...
Of course.
Sabi niya kasi, sis, kailangan nating medyo i-soften yung mga answers ni Catriona. Sino Catriona? Hindi ko alam. Just like you, I'm like, sino yun? Ano ka ba naman, sis? Miss Universe natin? Okay. So, I'm so damn busy. Hindi ko kilala yung mga pageant na yan.
So was this after she won or before?
Ano na siya? She was already hailed as Miss Universe natin.
Okay.
So, sabi ko, sino yun? So, wala, I'm so far from the pageant before. That was 2019. Tapos sabi ko, 2018. Tapos sabi niya, bigyan mo nga ng LIFO. O di, ano gagawin ko? Basta pupuntahin sa office mo, ganyan. So, pinasundo ko sa driver, malapit sa office. Punta sa office, ganyan. Chika-chik. My God, she's so tall. 5'10".
I need to clarify. Baka kasi of our listeners, baka isipin na yung LIFO is LIPO. So,
LIFO, life orientation.
Hindi LIFO.
Hindi LIFO. Hindi LIFO sa action dito. So, binigyan namin ng tool, and then yun, medyo we had a little bit of conversations, and saan niya pwedeng magamit. Tapos yun, it was really very brief from my end. Kasi nga, lang ako, kumbaga, on the side lang ako dati. So, from Catriona, and then the following year, ito na 2019, si Gazine Ganados naman. Ito na naman, KF yun, and then KF is Kagandahang Floors with Tito Rogil, and then sunod-sunod na yan, San Bernardo, etc. lang, Celeste Cortez, si Diyos ko, Michelle Arceo, and the rest. Sobrang dami. Latest is Mirna Esguera of Miss International 2025. Tapos, I mentioned about San Bernardo. From then till now, my God, pregnant na siya, manganganak na siya. Last year, in-interview niya ako. Tapos sabi niya, Miss Jem, parang what we're doing, she's got Sunburnation. Oo, yun yung vlog niya. So, in-interview niya ako, ano daw yung ginamit ko sa mga beauty queens. Sabi ko, yung life orientations, because it's basically a tool to understand the behavior of people. So, it's a behavioral science tool na tama-tama, doon din ako graduate, behavioral science din. So, I graduated in UP, political science and history, under behavioral science yon sa UP. So, tama-tama lahat yun. Parang dinesign talaga ako ni Lord na dito talaga ako pupunta, may on the side. With the beauty queens naman. Sabi ko, Diyos ko, wala akong kaalam-alam sa beauty queens. So, inaral ko yung ano yung kailangan nila. So, again, babalik ako, Philip, sa ano yung values ng kandidato natin. So, makikita mo yan with their values through life orientation, nakikita kung ano behavioral values nila. So, how they can better influence people. So, at the end of the day, tinitingnan ko, ano ba yung pananaw ni candidate sa host, sa mga kapwa candidates niya. Tapos, doon namin sila ginaguide. Kasi makikita mo kung ang dating niya is perfectionist yan, passion for excellence, supporting giving yon, or passion for action, CT, controlling taking, o sige, rarara, go, go, go. Tapos yung isa naman, conserving holding, passion for reason. Yung very detail-oriented, dapat may values na ganito, may measurement na ganyan, or AD, tawa ng tawa lang, harmony, adapting dealing. So, ibig sabihin, all of these values, pag ibinigay namin sa kanila, nakukoin namin sila na, kaya pala siya ganito. Ito yung kanyang style. Kaya pala siya ganito. Ito yung values niya. So, lahat sila, iba't iba ang values ng mga kandidato natin. So, doon namin sila ginaguide saan nila magagamit yung values nila, at yung values nila, nire-reshape namin sila to be prepared to answer questions. Kasi the questions of the host, or kung mapipili man nila yan based on the different judges, may keywords eh. And the keywords, ina-align namin yan kung ang dating is excellence, reason, action, harmony. Doon namin sila ginaguide. And that kind of guide, yung pagsagot nila, may science. May science. Like si Miss International natin na nakalipas, oh my God, I'm so bad. Sige, mamaya ko i-remember. I know her face.
Yeah.
I know her face. But she's the 2023 yata, no? Na candidate natin. That's how I guided her. More on, especially Miss Earth and Miss International, more on sustainability ko dinadala ang Q&A namin. So, I'm one of the Q&A coaches. Hindi ako sa pasarela, utang na loob, Philip. Wala akong kapasa pasarela sa katawan. No? But, doon ko sila dinadala sa Q&A, yung pagsagot, because, sabi ko nga, ang lalaki, ang babae, kahit hindi masyadong kagandahan, but once they speak, ay gumaganda yan, gumagwapo yan. Kasi that's how, when the values pops out of them, lumalabas yung glitter sa eyes nila kasi aligned yan eh. Aligned yung, di ba sabi ko nga yung intention mo, yung behavior mo, yung impact mo sa tao. And that is all about life orientations. Ano yung orientation mo sa buhay? Ano yung core mo? Lumalabas yan when you start talking. And that's exactly what I'm trying to tell the beauty queens. Kasi lahat ng ganda, meron niyang lahat ng bansa. Oh my God! Ang gaganda. Others are even more beautiful than you. But when you start holding the microphone and you stand up with confidence, you stand up with integrity ng sinasabi mo, mas gumaganda ka. Kasi authentic yung sinasabi mo, hindi fake news, hindi sa ulo. Kasi may mga beauty queens sa ulo Kasi prepared yung questions. Yung mga girls namin, any question, bato kami ng bato, bato kami ng bato. That's how we train them. Ibang klaseng training. Kasi when we train the beauty queens, ang ginagawa namin, yung out of the world questions. Sabi, bakit? Alam mo na ba yung question sa pageant night? Hindi You're not prepared. So any question dapat ibabato namin sa'yo, ready ka.
Is this more refining what they have now?
Exactly.
Kasi usually when they're at that level na, marunong na sila.
Oo.
You come in and you refine them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hearing about all of this, parang the complexity and sa ibang klase talaga, it's overwhelming. That's why a lot don't qualify for becoming Miss World, Miss Universe.
Kasi yung iba, ang gaganda, mga
jockeys.
Mga
just like mga lalaki. Diba? Pag lalaki, gwapo, pero walang
mga hip-hop, di ba?
Medyo jockeys ang tawag din sa US, right?
Diba? So, at the end of the day, kasi lagi ko sinasabi, bakit ikaw pipiliin? Like the beauty queen I'll be meeting later after us. Ano na siya Miss Universe na siya ng bansa niya So, pag dinala sa Pilipinas, bakit sa Pilipinas nire-refine? Because we are known to be a beauty queen hub. Diba? Beauty queen hub na tayo kasi iba yung training dito. So, naluloka sila, ganyan pala tinitrain mga Filipina beauties. Yeah, ganyan talaga, So, hindi lang ganda, hindi lang pasarela. Because anybody can do that. Pero yung inilalaman namin sa content ng pagkatao, dun naiiba yung mga Filipina beauties.
I mean, we have so many capabilities.
Diba?
So many.
Diba?
Tapos
sasabihin, third world tayo. I beg to disagree. We're not third. We are a developing nation. And unfortunately, may I quote my teacher in Sweden. His name is Dr. Karl-Heinrich Roberts. The problem with the world right now in sustainability is that leaders do not lead. So, hindi siya nagsisentro sa leaders. Pumupunta siya sa baba, sa masa. Yun yung ine-educate kami. That's why we were like, how many countries on 23 or whatever. Sabi ko, paano ko malilid ang buong Pilipinas? I don't think we have that. So when I started talking about sustainability, andyan na yung mga feeling sustainability consultant daw sila. Then when I asked them, where did you study? Hindi naman masabi. Yung pala nag-google lang. Ay, ibang klase yun. Fake news sa akin.
University of Google pala.
Diba? Fake news sa akin yun. Ibig sabihin, yung integridad ng sinasabi mo should be coming from science. Kasi mahirap nang hindi science-based ang sinasabi mo. Kasi mahuhuli ka eh. Para lang para lang gumamit ka ng ChatGPT o kay AI. May mga puntos doon makikita, ay nako, ayan na. So I don't use it. In doctoral, hindi ka pwede. Yung susulat mo, yung dissertation, hindi pwede. So sanay ako na walang ChatGPT.
So amazing.
Yeah, sanay ako. Hindi ako sanay kasi bawal talaga. Bawal talaga.
I think that should be the case for everyone. Kasi, for example, kahapon, I've been reading through emails, tapos meron mga potential clients and potential people that want to work with the company, nag-email sila. Pagpasa ko ng email, makahalata mo na talagang, oh my God, this is AI generated.
Oo.
This is not you.
Kasi walang puso.
Kaya nga.
Yung sinasabi kong walang puso, my clients know already how I write.
Yeah.
Dear ganyan-ganyan, how are you? Hope you're going to read this email well. Tapos yung body. And then ang ending ko lagi, alam na nila yon na thank you, and if you have any concern, please don't hesitate to communicate with me anytime. I will revert back to you anytime. Yung may authenticity sa promise.
Authentic yung emails.
Exactly. Exactly. At saka may stamp yan.
Yes.
May signature ako dyan. I mean, not really signature, but nadudun yung stamp ko na who am I to give this information with. Yun yung wala ang AI kasi walang puso ang AI. I'm not bashing AI or ChatGPT. It can be progressively used, pero if you wanna be authentic, parang huwag mong gamitin yun. Kasi naiiba yung tema. Kasi Grammarly nga, gumagamit ako eh. No, yun lang ang pwede namin gamitin. Kinukorek lang yung articles mo, mali ba yung he, she, it, they mo, okay lang yun. Pero yung totally masisira yung face ng sinusulat mo, hindi sisirain ng Grammarly. Iko-correct lang talaga yung grammar. Yun lang ang allowed ng JRU nun. Hindi kami, talagang sobrang hirap yung pinagdaanan ko. Pero okay lang, tapos na, doctor na ako. Ay! Diba? Natapos din. So, instead of 2 years, ginawa kong 3.5.
Ano yun? You're taking your own time?
Yeah, because, tsaka budget.
Okay.
Kasi pandemic to I just finished 2024.
That was quick. Still quick.
Quick pa ba yun? 3.5?
Yeah.
Mga classmate ko, 2 years lang.
Really?
Doktor na Pero hindi, ayoko kasing maging parang, I'm just running for the title.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi yan, from the beauty queens, from my trainees, from the people I talk to, I always say, if you are drowned with titles and roles and yabang na Vice President, President, CEO, Senator, Congressman, you don't surprise me. You don't make me parang kowtow to you because you have all the damn titles. Because babalik ako. I also have a lot of titles. Pero sabi sa bangko, ay siya pala yung signatory. Makakang basura minsan pag pupunta ako ng bangko. Naka-rubber shoes, naka-t-shirt. yun na naka-t-shirt, yung uniform namin, pipila ako. Yung, I don't have that kind of privileged mentality na kowtow to me because I'm the president of the company. Hindi. I don't have that. I didn't see that to my parents kasi. I didn't even see that to my ex-boss. I didn't even see that to my ex-teachers sa Amerika. And even, lahat lalo na sa Japan. Diyos ko. Although there, merong what you call that, seniority. So, pag lalaki ka, talagang ang presidente doon, pero, sobrang respectful sa Japan. Grabe ang respect dyan. So, parang, sino ako para magyabang? Kasi may title ako. I can be stripped of my title anytime. And that's the humbling experience I always share to my people, to my tribe, to my students, to my participants. Sabi ko, akala nyo ba, hindi ka vulnerable? Akala nyo, irreplaceable kayo? Hindi. Lahat tayo replaceable dito. Everybody is replaceable here in this room. I always put them and drag them down to reality. If you don't do your job well, if you don't work your wala ka, papalitan ka. Anytime, anywhere, anybody. Bakit? Tamad ka eh. Ayaw mo gawin trabaho mo, akala mo hindi ka replaceable. Replaceable ka.
Have you ever had an experience with a beauty candidate, na doesn't agree with you or matigas ang ulo, doesn't want to learn?
Fortunately, wala. All of them are really very nice. At saka, puro yung puso. When I say puro yung puso, when I try to share to them, ina-absorb nila. And then, babalik sila. Kaya grabe yung training namin. 6 months, 3 months.
Wow.
Oo.
Long?
Gazine Ganados, 9 months.
Wow.
Yung ganon talagang training. At kung gusto mo mag-training lang sa akin na 1 araw, 3 araw, hindi pwede. Kasi hindi mo matututunan yung sinasabi ko in 1 day. At I cannot assure you na puposisyon ka. Awa ng Diyos, lahat naman ng training namin pumosisyon. From Catriona Gray, Gazine Ganado, San Bernardo, lahat yan. May MGI, diba? Miss Universe, Miss International, Nicole Borromeo, that's the name I was thinking.
So intense. So,
yeah.
It's not for the
this lang, Philip. It's not just this.
I mean, I'm talking about as a contestant, anyone that dreams to be in a beauty pageant, it's a lot of work pala.
It's a lot of work. Ay, oo.
People think, like, generally speaking, okay, kami, mga lalaki. Ano ba yung...
Rampa-rampa lang sila. Oh my God, no.
Beauty and, so it's a good thing that you're educating us na it's not as easy as people see it is.
No, it's not easy. I thought also the same before. Kaya nga nung tinanong, sino Catriona? Sino yun? Yung pala siya na yung Miss Universe natin, ganyan. And then may konting reshaping. So, we're a team that time. Nakasama ako doon sa team na yon. Nag-train kay Kat. And then yun na, dire-diretso ni Gazine Ganados. Lagi kaming team. So, ibig sabihin, pag sinabing team, hindi lang ako. May konti akong kino-contribute sa kanila. But at the same time, iba't iba yun. Iba ang nagme-makeup, iba ang nag-outfit, iba ang OOTD, marami yun, marami kami. How this person looks like that is very, very, tremendously a very big job. Sobra. But alam mo maganda, yung puso nila nakikiayon. Yung willingness nila to be who they are, how they will look like, etc., etc. Yung game sila. Hindi sila maarte. Gusto maging queen eh. 'Di ba? Lagi kong sinasabi, dinudugtong ko sa trabaho ko. Pag tinuruan kita ng Q&A, ang mindset mo, queen ka, hindi, leader ka. Bakit? Tatayo ka dyan sa stage eh. And people should listen to you. Why should I listen to you? Barok-barok ka magsalita. When you speak in front of the crowd at pumosisyon kang ganyan, dapat, ang tango mo, you attract the audience. You attract the judges. Parang, hello, good morning. I am Miss Ganito. Hello. Who will like you? Why should you pay cut above the rest? So when you speak like a leader. Take note, ang mindset mo, kapatid, no, sister, you represent the country. You represent my country. So we have the same country. At kung baro ka magsalita, it will reflect on me. Utang na loob, please don't. Sabi kong ganyan. Because I don't talk like you. Now, speak up. Ganyan ako. Speak up. Doon ka sa dulo. Yan. Kokak-kokak na yan. Kokak-kokak. Oh. So, yung mindset, nilalagay ko sila doon.
It'd be so interesting to see you in action.
Oh my God. O tara,
So,
mamaya.
Feeling ko eh.
Mamaya, after lunch. O tara, dali, punta tayo. Oh.
May isa pa akong session pero gusto ko talaga.
Diba?
Gusto ko lang magyabang kay Miss, who's your next, yung training at 3 o'clock?
Okay lang ba? Sabihin.
Of course.
Miss Grease Universe.
Miss Grease Universe. Send siya na Miss Grease Universe. No.
Diba?
Baka na ako.
Mr. Philippines pa tayo. Oo. Yun. Kasi, ano yun eh. Siguro I will not be like this if my parents didn't bring me to be who I am. So I will never forget. 11 years old ako when my mom got transferred in Manila because she got promoted. And then in a letter slipped under my bed, under my pillow, sabi niya, kaya ko daw. You can do it. Neneng ang tawag sa akin. You can do it, Neneng. Kasi bunso ako. But you have to be independent. Philip naman, 11 years old, gusto na independent ng nanay ko. 11 years old. I'll never forget that letter. I don't know where it is now, but it's stuck in my brain. It's stuck in my system na maglalakad na lang ako, papuntang school. So, bumarkada ako ng mga friends ko na naglalakad sa school. Wala na akong sundo, wala akong kotse-kotse, wala na. And then high school, kung lang nag-high school, tsaka ako nag-bus. But I spelled independence with my mom. So, ibig sabihin nun, bata pa ako, ginugroom na pala ako ng situations ko, ng environment ko. And if I didn't have that kind of behavior since I was a kid, pamula high school, laging na ako, very outgoing na ako. Sports, naging secretary general ako ng high school, yung ganon. Naging driven ako because at a young age, I was pushed to become independent by my mom. So again, babalik ako, ano yung values mo? Dati sanay ako na may yaya. Ako wala akong yaya. Pag high school, wala na akong yaya. So sabi ko, okay, mag-isa akong kakain, mag-isa akong daddy would arrive late na. Kaya ako mag-aaral pa ako. So nasanay ako ng ganun. So even though my sisters then were like, going abroad, di ba ganun ang mga uso-uso no? Pag si panganay, pupunta ng abroad, di abroad. Mga kapatid ko nasa abroad na ako, naiwan sa Pilipinas. Naiwan ako. Everybody was in abroad. Hanggang ngayon, nandun sila. Pero nag-try ako mag-abroad, try ako mag-Amerika. Ay, di ko type. Colored daw ako. Sabi sa school, hey. Sabi ko, jujumbangin ko to, hinehey ako. 7 years old, hey. In school, because I'm colored.
Yeah.
Yung mga ganon, maka-Pilipino ako. Hindi ako pwedeng gaganunin ng ibang bansa. Kaya pag rumarampa ako sa ibang bansa, ay talagang dress to kill ang lola. Sabi sa Netherlands sa akin, are you Filipino? I said, yes, why? Is there a problem? Kasi naka-trench coat ang lola, naka-boots. Haba ng airport na nilakad ko, naka-boots pa ang lola mo noon. Kasi hindi nila akalaan Pilipino ako. Bakit, di ba? Babalik na naman ako sa societal impact ng mga nangyayari ngayon. Because ang tingin sa mga Pilipino, dadalawa, kapatid, kung hindi ka OFW, caregiver ka. Bakit? Diba? Pagpupunta ang GEM, I've been to 22 countries, pagpupunta ang GEM sa ibang bansa, abay nalagi ako sa priority lane. Kasi hindi ako Pilipino, pa yung mga Pilipino na doon, bakit? Bakit ako priority? They don't know I'm a CEO because of the way I look, because the way I dress up. One time, I went to the US, ang katabi ko ay siguro nurse yon. Naknang toko, pupunta ka Amerika, nakamaong, naka-rubber shoes, nakaputing t-shirt. Ano sabi sa customs? Dito pa lang ayaw siyang palabasin. See? So, ibig sabihin, meron kang prinsipyong hindi mo ginagamit ito. Ang lola mo naka-jacket, Diyos ko, talagang, rampa ang lola mo noon. Tapos siya, sabi ko, excuse me, what's the problem? Siyempre, pumapel ang lola. Ma'am, kasi naman, pupunta ng Amerika, tamo naman. Do you have the papers? Meron daw. Tagalog pa, hindi makamura mag-English. Saan ka ba nag-apply? Ganyan. May agency daw. Kompleto ang papel, Philip. Ba't hindi man lang i-prepare? Lalabas ang ibang bansa. That's what I'm talking about. You carry yourself. You carry your name. And my parents told us that. We only have our name. Hindi tayo mayaman. So, kung dudustain tayo ng tao because nagnakaw ka, na ganito ka, palpak ang ganito mo, bobo ng mga anak mo, you did not do your job as a parent. Now, wala tayong pera dahil hindi tayo mayaman, ayusin nyo pag-aaral nyo. Ganyan si Papa noon. Ayusin nyo pag-aaral nyo kasi yan lang ang ipamamana namin sa inyo. Ang gawin kayong edukado. Which is exactly what I followed. That's the same thing with my son. I'm a single mom. I don't care. I don't care however you look at me. It's the same thing I'm telling my beauty queens. Hindi importante na galing ka sa hirap, na galing ka sa probinsya, ire-represent mo ang Pilipinas. Ikaw na nga ang Miss Universe Ikaw na nga ang Miss ganito Din represent mo ng maayos. Why should you be cut above the rest? Why? Ibig sabihin, may itinatago ka sa loob mo. Ilabas mo yan. Dahil hindi ka lang ikaw. You are Miss Philippines. At sasabunutan kita kapag palpa ka. De, joke lang yun. Di naman. Joke lang yun. But yeah, at the end of the day, di ba? And it's the same thing. When I bring that kind of principle to the organizations, to the corporate world, I always tell them, you are not you. You are itong kumpanyang ito, itong kumpanyang ito. Simple ang prinsipyo. Halimbawa, nasa public ka, tapos you medyo mayabang, maangas, tapos sasabihin mo, ako ay presidente or vice president ako ng so-and-so company. Ning, iisa ka lang. Ang kumpanya mo is about 10,000 people. Anong tingin siya? Yung mga taga-ganitong kumpanya ang yayabang. Iisa ka lang. So, ibig sabihin, kinary mo na agad. You carried the name of your organization. But actually, they're not. It's just you who's like that. So, yun pala, when you go out of your comfort zone, you try to be aware of your behavior. Then, babalik ako kay LIFO. Ano ang behavior ko pag nasa labas ako? Iba ako pag sa loob ng bahay. Pag nasa loob ng bahay ko, quiet. Very supportive ako sa anak ko. Yung mga ganon. Pero pag nasa labas ako, I'm aware who I am, what I am. I think I said that to Alexis. I will just mention about my values because I don't like to name names. That's not who I am. Pero I'll stick to my values. Doon ako pupunta. Doon ang direction ko. Because at the end of the day, it will reflect who I am, what I carry. Kasi what I carry, babalik at babalik ako. I got that from the smallest seat of society, which is what? My family. My parents. They're dead now. Hi ma, hi pa. Diba? Kaya lang, at the end of the day, anong ibabalik sa akin ng anak ko kung pumalpak ako sa buhay ko? My son doesn't smoke because he doesn't see me smoking. Eto bibigyan kita ng grand example ng anti-privileged kid ako. So sabi ng anak ko one time, bata-bata pa siya nun, sabi niya, Ma, bakit ka ba kausap dyan sa mga mga cashier? Kasi machika ako sa SM. Uy, ate, ganyan. Minsan pa, naka-earphones, papadinig ko pa si Opalite, yung mga ganyan. Uy, ate, ganda na sounds ko. Yung, I'm making them smile because they have a very boring job of just ganyan. Ma, ba't ka ba ganyan? Minsan nahihiya ako. Bakit naman? Sabi ko, ba't ka mahihiya sa akin? Kasi kinakausap ko yung mga taong ganyan. Sabi ko, don't you know that they are the people that you should connect with? Restaurant, may service provider dyan. Suplado ka, suplada ka, duraan yung pagkain mo, ano ka? Kita mo ba yon? Halo-halo lang, no? Eh kung asshole ka, a-assholein din yung service nila. Hindi lang halata. Hindi sila papahalata at hindi sila papahuli. Oh, may CCTV sa kitchen. Makita mo ba yan? Na may lawa yan? No. Makita mo ba yan na may dumi yung pagkain mo? No. But if you make them feel that it's okay to be who they are, despite the very busy schedule they have,
They'll prioritize you.
they will give you everything. We were in a hotel in BGC for the past almost 1 month. More than a month na. Kasi doon kami nagko-conduct ng workshop. Dati, basement 4 ako. For the past month, kasi more than a month, basement 1 ako. Hindi na ako pinahirapan.
May reserve na? Reserve parking?
Ma'am,
Miss
dun ka
Jo?
ulit. Sa basement 1, slot 5. Diyan lang, ma'am. Ay, kuya, thank you. Ang bait-bait mo. May biro ako lagi. Kuya, bait mo. Sana kunin ka na ni Lord. Kasi di ba pag mabait daw, kinuha ni Lord. Diba? So, even yung mga handlers ng mga ng mga canine, binabati ko si Aso, si Kuya, si ganyan. Kasi sa akin, hindi sila lang eh. Hindi sila mga taong walang kwenta. Ang sabi ko, doon sa mga tinuturuan ko, ang una kong prinsipyo kapag pumasok ng building, ang tinitingnan ko yung guard. Bakit? Ang prinsipyo nila ay nanggagaling sa admin building. Sino ang head ng admin building? Yung kumpanya. Ibig sabihin, kung ang sinabi ng kumpanya, maging asshole ka. Magiging asshole ka. Diba? Pero pag sinabing, greet mo muna, good morning, kamusta po? Tapos ang kwento, magandang kumpanya to. Second, tinitingnan ko bathroom. Pag malinis ang bathroom, yung hotel na pinuntahan may walang bidet. Sabi ko, ano ba ito? Walang bidet? Sabi, parang Amerika, parang Europe, walang bidet. Diyos ko, sabi ko. Okay. Sabi ko, sige, kuya, ang ganda ng service yung walang bidet yung bathroom, yung utang na loob. Ha? Dapat may bidet, ha? Kasi ilang puno ang papatayin natin para sa tissue paper. Tinawanan ako, but deep inside me, my God, I'm telling you something valid. Diba? Yung mga ganon, binibit-bit ko yan anywhere I go. So, nabit-bit na rin ng anak ko yan. And then I observe him, no? Ngayon, na-promote siya sa Accenture. IT kasi siya. Grabe yung niya. Punta kami last week sa SM. And then nakita niya may yung, alam mo yung One Piece? Di ba yun? Anime. Tapos may dyan, may libreng yung sa makeup. May libreng anime keychain, hat, ganyan. May bibili ko yung stuff ko. Kasi birthday. Natuwa ako. Kasi namana na niya yung ganong behavior of being a leader. Kasi dati, ang sagot niya sa tanong ko, bakit hindi mo gagawin yan? I don't wanna be like you. Kasi when you go to America, you stay there for 1 month and I'm always left alone. With Tita Jing, sabi ko nga sa EA ko, with Tita Jing, with your checks. Pupunta daw siya sa bangko, mag-isa daw siya. Di maalam ka na. Di marunong ka na. Di natuto ka. Di na-promote si Kuya last year. Sabi ko, back to you. You don't wanna be like me, ha? Leader na siya ngayon. So, ibig sabihin, kung ano pala yung pinamamana mo from the smallest seat of society, yung mamanahin pababa. And I always share this to my participants, to the people I work with, na very critical yung 0 to 8 years old. If you have a kid, utang na loob, i-groom mo na yan, 0 to 8 years old. Dahil ang prinsipyong makukuha niya, 7 years old, gusto mag-influencer. I always knock on people, especially I see sa mall, may pram, 2 years old, 3 years old, may stand pa ng ganyan, naka-cellphone ang bata. I always tell her, excuse me, mommy, baka matrigger yung autism ng bata. Lahat naman tayo autistic eh. Pero, pag na-trigger yan, wala na, tapos na ang kwento. Autistic na yan habang buhay. Bakit? Yan lang kausap mo. Yan lang ang tiniting ng bata. Hindi progressive, hindi interactive. Si Peppa Pig, diba si Peppa Pig, kinakausap ka? So, ibig sabihin, if that is the principle of the mom, and one time, I spoke to a family. So, nasa isang restaurant kami, hindi mapigilan ng bibig ko. Nilapitan ko si mami. Why? The ate, the daddy, the mommy, they were all in cellphone. And then they were eating. Si baby na 2 years old, binigyan ng cellphone.
Oh my gosh.
Sinabi ko, mami, please, sinabi ko. Then sabi niya, oo. He was already diagnosed with autism. So sabi ko, I spoke with my pediatric doctor na kaibigan ko. Sabi niya, oo, definite yun. Matitrigger talaga. Kasi hindi interactive eh. Sabi ko, bakit hindi ang mga bata, again, sabi mo nga, dali natin sa ito, pinag-uusapan natin. Hindi nalalayo. Hindi nalalayo. Bata pa lang, bibigyan na ng cellphone. Bakit? Para tumahimik.
For their own convenience.
Para magawa nila yung
Yes.
trabaho nila. O sige, mag-cellphone ka. Then ginagawang autistic yung tao, yung bata. Tapos, hindi marunong mag-converse. Ata-ata magsalita. Sabihin na natin wag mag-English. Okay lang yon. Pero hindi marunong magsalita at 2 years old, 3 years old. Anak ko 1 year old nagsasalita. Dahil ang mga laruan namin, lahat cognitive. May kulay, may shape. So sasabihin ko, what is this shape? Yeah. Mama, this is circle, color, yellow, green. Utal pa 1 year old parang sasalta. 10 months old.
Two-way communication.
Two-way.
Yeah.
10 months old. Ano first word niya? Tok. What is that? Tok, mama, tok. Dog. What is that? Pen. What is that? Chubby. Mil ko si Jollibee.
Yeah, Jollibee.
Jollibee. So, nagsasalita. And people, little kids right now, 3 years old, are don't know how to talk. Again, I'm talking of lahat ng bata. Now, babalik ako sa society natin. Lahat ng parents. I was invited by one of the trainers ng company. Ma'am, magsalita ka naman about Gen Zs. Bakit? Ang gusto ko yung pananaw mo sa Gen Zs. Responsibilidad natin, bakit ganyan ang Gen Zs? Huwag niyo sasabihin, ay mga pasaway, mga antitigas ng ulo, mga walang direksyon sa buhay. Pabalik ako. Again, perspective of a leader. Anong ginawa mo as a parent? Kasi ang parents ng Gen Zs are either Gen X or
Millennials.
far millennial or Gen X. Anong ginawa nyo? Again, nagiging self-centric ang tao nung pandemic. Bini-beef up niya yung sarili niya. Pero ang nakalimutan mo, i-groom mo yung susunod sa iyo. That's what I'm talking about. So, kaya sabi ko, that vacuum, you have to fill it up now. Hindi if fill up in the next 10 years from now, in the next 3. No, now. Tell yourself, what do you like to be? If you like to be a host, if you like to be an actress, you like to be a doctor, you like to be like this, then fulfill it. Fulfill your dreams. Doon ka pupunta. And no matter how hard it is, doon ka pumunta. Doon mo dalhin ang conversation sa utak mo sa buhay mo. Kasi sabi ko nung pandemic, ano bang gusto kong maging? I still want to do what I want to do. And my teachers help, my professors help me. Huwag mong ibahin ang buhay mo, Jem. Ang tawag dito, may pause ka lang. Consider it as a rest from what you have been doing all throughout the years. Oo nga, no. Bilang mo gumigising ako dati, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 4:30, workshop na. Before the pandemic, normal sa akin. Nung pandemic, gumigising ako alas 8.
Doon ka na, na-overwhelmed.
Na-overwhelmed ako. Wala pa akong gagawin. And then, ang workshop mo, 1 hour lang, 2 hours lang.
Online pa.
Online pa. So, eto, ganyan. Naka-shorts lang ako. Pero naka-makeup. Ang lola, makeup ako noon. Pero kulang sa interaction. So what I did, I maintained the office and thank you to our building, hindi naman kami pinatalsik. Yun, nandoon kami. Minsan doon ako sa office, may ring light. May malit akong ganyan sa office. Pero still, meron. I still connect with people. Yun ang hindi ko tinanggal. Connecting with people. Maintaining my values. Yung integridad, doon pa rin. I showed up. I'm resilient. And still, the integrity level of the authenticity of what I'm talking about is planchado. I am proudly saying to everyone right now listening, authentic si Jem. Hindi ako fake news. Hindi ako fake news. I mean, you can see me baduy ako magdamit or whatever, naka-rubber shoes. Fine, okay, I don't care. I don't care kung anong tingin ng tao sa akin. Ang importante, hindi ako nasisira sa sinasabi ko. And if I cannot fulfill it, I will tell it up front. Ma'am, hindi kaya. Miss Jem, available ka, ma'am? Hindi. June na ako available. Ha? Sabi ni isa kong kliyente, ang layo naman. Sir, hindi talaga. March pa lang, Jem. Oo nga, June ang availability ko. End of June. Ay, grabe ka, Jem. Ini-screenshot ko. Ang availability ko, talaga isiningit niya yung isa ng May.
Buti na lang, nasingit mo yung
kasi
schedule na.
May April na gusto si Alexis eh. Diba? May April siyang binibigay. Sige, April. Sige. Pero sabi ko, mas gusto ko weekend kung podcast. Kasi mas relaxed ako.
That's good. That's
kasi
good
mamaya tutulog na lang ako sa sa nail salon. Diba? Nakatulong ba ako? Daldal ko, sorry ah.
No. Actually, these are the rare times na nananahimik ako because pag tahimik ako, I'm absorbing, I'm learning.
Ganon.
So ganito talaga ako.
Okay.
Most times, it's, alam mo naman, right? Very interactive, very engaging ako. But at times that I'm very quiet, I'm absorbing every single word that because I 100% agree with you. Love Philippines. Kasi she prioritized Mr. Philippines.
Syempre! Syempre naman. At saka sa akin, kapag schedule.
Yes.
That's my first principle. You show up.